It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Hey, Mzansi, welcome back. You're still locked in at your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and we're about to do something special, something new, and we're definitely going to get you talking, right? So listen to this. We often see ourselves as the protagonist in our own narratives, right? So it obviously can be difficult to be objective when we find ourselves in a disagreement with someone else. So this is when we need to take a step back and ask ourselves the following question. Did I do something wrong?
Welcome to our brand new segment in which we ask this exact question. We've poured over a popular Reddit forum in which people post about dramatic scenarios and ask the internet at large whether they were justified in doing what they did in that situation. Now let's take a look into some of these posts and find out, did I do something wrong? Today's edition is all about pregnancy and babies.
Interesting. Okay,
Yeah, so what do we got?
here's the scenario. Did I do something wrong for not wanting my best friend to be my maid of honor anymore? Now, I have a best friend of 17 years, and 6 months ago, I asked if she wants to be my maid of honor, and she said a big yes. 2 weeks ago, I had a small gathering with the bridal party where I found out that she's 6 months pregnant. She didn't announce it. She was just, unnoticeably eating a lot. And then when a bridesmaid teased her about her food baby and rubbed her belly, the friend then realized it was an actual baby bump. The crowd went crazy and congratulated her, but at that point, I was a little uneasy and felt she could steal my thunder at the wedding, as most of the guests would know her. She then thanked everyone and told them that this gathering isn't about her, but about me, and that the wedding should be also the same. Now, afterwards, I called and told her that I was upset that she didn't share the news with me, to which she responded that only her family knew, and she was planning on telling me nearer to the end of the pregnancy. She also added that she doesn't, fit tightly so into the bump that couldn't be noticeable. And then she said I then had told her that I don't want her at my bridal party and uninvited her from the wedding completely. Now, the following day, a few of my bridesmaids said they don't want to be part of the wedding any longer. Sure, I uninvited my best friend, and they're calling me selfish because I don't want her to steal my thunder. Did I do something wrong?
Where?
What?
Where?
Wow.
Hectic.
Let's unpack this.
Where do you even begin?
Firstly, one,
Yeah?
that is not your best friend. Because your best friend, why do you feel like you're in competition with a pregnant lady and all of that? I think the scenario, it feels selfish that she would do something like that and uninvite her best
Who are you
friend.
referring to? Who's not a
So
good friend?
the bride that's getting
Okay,
married,
yeah.
you're not a good friend, because why are you thinking that someone that is pregnant is stealing your shine? No, there's enough shine for everyone. Also, I get it. I actually had this scenario already. I met someone, it was her 30th birthday, and one day, it was her 30th birthday, everyone was coming, it was a surprise party for her. She saw someone that was pregnant and she said, please leave, this is my day. People understood that because it was her day. She's very dramatic, it's all about her, so she asked the person to leave. However, it is so selfish. I don't know, I think it's selfish. Like, why would you...
I get that, look, I get that, but let me play devil's advocate here, because friendship means something, right? So there's important things in a friendship, such as honesty, being forthcoming, and sharing important information with someone that you're close to. So if you are my best friend, Jamie, and 6 months into your pregnancy, I had no idea, and I have to find out through some other friend rubbing your belly, I'm gonna be a bit hurt, because why didn't you tell me? I thought I'm like family, I thought we're close, right? So maybe that pain already results in you thinking are you my best friend even? You're not even gonna share that with me?
Sharing.
Now, everybody doesn't know about this. Now, is it even gonna be my wedding, or are we gonna share this moment with you? Again, if you are my best friend, can I not be honest and say, I feel like you, gonna steal my thunder? I don't know. What do you think, Zoe?
I personally think the bride overreacted. It's her best friend. The best friend didn't tell anyone other than immediate family, and we don't know the reasons for that. It could be because maybe she's having a difficult pregnancy. A lot of people are in denial that they are actually pregnant. But she also then said to the guests, today's not about me, it's about the bride-to-be. So she clearly wants just the best for her best friend. And I think as the bride, the attention will be on you. You are going to be the most beautiful bride on that day. I don't think a friend being pregnant would have stolen your thunder for the whole day. Maybe for a moment.
What do you think then? Okay, so I don't know. I'm still 50-50 on this, but what justifies you having the right to uninvite someone from your wedding, especially when it's your best friend? What is the line that needs to be crossed then? Because to me, a line has been crossed.
Yeah,
You hurt me.
definitely.
You've like ruined my trust. We don't have that relationship like I thought we
I think
did.
ruined a
I think both of them are in the wrong here. Well, I don't think that the pregnant lady is in the wrong at all, but I think she did it in a very respectful way. She said, it's not about me, the attention is still going to be about you. But that bride, I just think like it's bridezilla, it's hormones, it's all of that. Yeah, I don't know.
It's bridezilla, and it also speaks to a bigger insecurity that the bride herself has.
That's just our opinion. Maybe you can weigh in as well on our social media, Expresso Morning Show SD. Did the bride do something wrong? Are you on the bride's side or are you on the best friend's side? We'd love to hear from you as well.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, everybody. It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's a brand new segment called Did I Do Something Wrong? So basically, we're telling you all about the scenarios, and you have to weigh in on social media to find out who is at wrong here. So we are definitely unpacking that right now. Now, I'm going to set the scenario for you, okay? Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Did I do something wrong for not giving my babies normal names? Okay, so I am a 24-year-old woman and my fiance, a 27-year-old man, are currently expecting twin boys. I'm 7 months along. I come from a non-religious family while my fiance's family is religious, though he is not. His family is asking what we're thinking of naming them, and we've already decided on Phoenix Gray and Griffin Dean. Beautiful names.
Phoenix and Griffin, I love those.
Love it?
Yeah.
Well, both my fiance and I have unusual names, so the idea of giving our children names like Daniel, Thomas, or Samuel, we're not throwing shade here. Although there's nothing wrong with them, it just isn't who we are. We love the names we've picked, but my in-laws are furious because, one, they're not traditional names, and two, do not bear any affiliations to our family members. These are the first babies of both families, and my mother-in-law thinks I'm being selfish for not giving them traditional family names, and that not doing so will set a bad precedent for the others. Am I being too stubborn?
No, it's your babies.
Yeah, look,
Come,
because and the funny thing is I went with traditional names because that's what inspired me. And we just landed on the name and we both loved it, but it was kind of an ode to my grandfather. So the weird thing is I kind of represent the traditional route, but I'm also like, y'all can shut up, it's my baby. Like, no one else should be saying anything about anything when it comes to your baby.
100%.
Bottom line.
Who's going to be calling the person's name for the first 18 years of their life? You're not going to be one, Samuel, Jack, no.
What is it? Yeah.
Or whatever you want to call your child, because it's your child.
Unless
at the end of the day.
they stand to inherit like a billion in a family fortune or something, then play the game. Do whatever you got to do. I don't know. It feels wrong for me.
Oh, I feel sorry for this expected mom, because I mean, firstly, she's expecting twins. She's 24 years old, and to have not the support from her in-laws is quite difficult. I think she's not doing anything wrong. It's her children. It's her and her partner's decision to name their kids whatever they want to. And if the in-laws really, really want to pass down a name, have your own children. Have more of your own children.
Or what they can do is like Oma and Opa and the in-laws can have a nickname for them. So when they come to Oma and Opa, they can be Danny and they can be Samuel or whatever. And then on their birth certificate, you can be Phoenix and what was the other name? I don't even know.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's just my thought to it.
The in-laws need to respect the new parents' decision.
For sure.
Their
Do you want to do
children.
another scenario?
Yes.
Can we
Loving
do?
this.
Do we have time for one more?
Okay,
I'm
scenario
warmed
number
up
3.
now.
Did
Stop.
I do something wrong for letting others meet our newborn before my husband?
Yes.
Now, I am a 25-year-old woman who moved from my town to my husband, a 32-year-old man's hometown, after we got married. The main reason being that he suffers from a chronic medical condition and needs to be near his family. I was pregnant with our first baby and was nearing my due date when my husband had to travel out of town for work for 2 weeks. Because of this, he couldn't be with me in the delivery room, which wasn't expected. I wanted to ask my mom to come be with me, but he assured me that his family are there to help and I shouldn't be worried. He then made me a promise that I don't let anyone see our son for the first time in person before him, besides his stepmom, who was supposed to be there for me, and I agreed. She was there for the labor, but remained pretty much uninvolved thereafter. It was clear that she wasn't going to give me the help I needed, especially since I was alone at home with my newborn son. So I asked my mom if she could come through. She drove 4 hours to come and stay with me and helped out tremendously. When my husband came home and saw my mom, he got very upset that I broke my promise and told me that I forever tainted the memory of his first child's birth. He keeps acting cold towards me and only focuses his attention on our baby. He wants an apology, but I've yet to give it to him. Did I do something wrong, girl?
Red flags.
First of all, this guy sounds like the most high maintenance man on the planet.
Yeah.
He sounds very high maintenance, and I mean, come on. Get a life. I can understand if it was like a random person or someone from work or a colleague, yeah, for sure. But her mom, you need someone close to you.
You need
need
help.
your clan around you during that time. And if he just happened to take a work week away on the moment that his wife was going to give birth, I mean, come on, buddy. You screwed up. You messed up because you weren't there for the birth of your child. Boom.
It's enough that she moved to his hometown because he has a chronic medical...
What has his family got to do with his medical condition anyway?
Exactly. I'm just like, girl, no. Walk away. Okay, don't walk away from your marriage. Like, that is a different segment. But you need to just sit down with your man and decide what is happening here. Do not apologize because you were not at wrong. You needed support. You were dealing with a newborn. The stepmom wasn't there.
To be honest, you both need to apologize to each other and move on would probably be the answer, really.
Yeah,
This is supposed to be such a special time.
Yeah, man.
Like we heard earlier, it's supposed to be the
over yourself.
honeymoon phase, the first 2 weeks of the baba's life. And I think for any mom going through that postpartum journey, she needs support, she needs help, and it's her own mom. It's like you said, it's not like it was strangers.
What a drama
And
king.
how are you tainting the child's first memory?
Please,
He's being
man.
selfish. I'm sorry.
Get real, man.
I get heated for this
You
one.
weren't wrong.
I hope the baby poos on him. The baby poos all over him, man. Oh, man, that's got me incensed. Well, hopefully this has got you incensed as well. You can let us know your thoughts on any of the scenarios that we presented this morning. Who was in the wrong? Was I wrong?